I don't think so. I think, our industry has seen a lot of consolidation over the years. We just have to look at Nissan's relationship with Renault, which has been a fantastic alliance that we've had here, and it's just further evidence of more and more strategic alliances, mergers, acquisitions, and partnerships. So, from my perspective, it doesn't really change a lot. We'll have to see how it plays out, but it's just a theme of more consolidation.
But if PSA reduces its commitment to Vauxhall here in the UK, potentially that opens the door for you to sell more cars in the UK.
I cannot comment on obviously competitors. I have no understanding of what their plans are. But honestly, I believe it doesn't really change the competitiveness. We'll still face a Vauxhall business, a PSA business, and we'll be challenging alongside them.
You've just announced that London is going to be the first European city where you test self-driving vehicles. Is that a result of the meeting that Carlos Ghosn had with number 10 Downing Street last October?
It's more of a reflection on the commitment we have in the UK. We have obviously we design in Paddington, we engineer in Cranfield, and we obviously have a big manufacturing plant in Sunderland. Most of our investment in Europe is in the UK. And also the UK government have provided the right environment to enable us to test.
Now, your colleague Colin Lawther told MPs last week that if the UK left the EU without some sort of trade deal, if we had to fall back on WTO rules, I think the exact words he used were this would change the business circumstances. Is that something that would then cause you to review your UK investments?
No, not at all. I mean, Colin was reacting to one very specific question. Nothing has changed. Our position is the same as it was at the end of the summer. We have made a commitment in the UK. We're bringing the new Qashqai, we're bringing an X-Trail from Japan to the UK, which shows our commitment to our business in Sunderland. And we have a discussion with the government. It's very transparent. The government have made a commitment that they would negotiate a position where we will not be disadvantaged, not just Nissan, our industry as a whole. So we take that at face value, and we're managing our business in that way.
And yet the Prime Minister has said the UK is going to leave the single market. That doesn't represent a change of circumstances?
We work on a long-term basis. We don't work on short-term cycles. So we made a commitment, and we'll understand what comes out from the negotiations. All I can say is the UK government have been very clear that they wish to negotiate a position that does not undermine at all the interests of the automotive industry in the UK. And we take that at face value. We trust them, and we hope that will come through.
Looking at the UK market right now, obviously new car sales have been very, very strong for a number of years now. There's a lot of evidence that wages are going to start falling below inflation. Do you have any concerns about what that's going to do for the ability of customers to buy your cars in the near future?
I think the UK market is quite buoyant. I think Europe as a whole, we expect to see continued growth. We saw strong growth last year. We expect that growth to continue, maybe not at the same level, but strong growth into 17. The underlying consumer confidence, in our opinion, and all the statistics we see continued demand growth in the UK. We don't see any cause for concern of any contraction.